Okay. Alright, let's see if I can manage to not embarrass myself this time. Because the last one was kinda rough. Alright, got my nice hot chai. And we're gonna skip this intro. And let's get in here. The hardest part about these Steel Soul runs is replaying the first half hour of the game over and over again. Alright, get up, we got work to do.
Friend!
Alright, step one, get through the Lost Grotto. Ooh, nothing too crazy going on here, just got gems, not get, Okay, and we are going to grab the moss berries, because why not? Not really having a detour. Take that. And we're moving. Okay, then we gotta get hurt. I would love nothing more than to skip just this part.
I feel like most speedrunners have a part of the game that they need to skip.
Yeah. Some games actually have speedrun modes where they take out stuff like that. I would love a Silksong mode that all they would have to change for me is just take out the little cutscenes here at the beginning of the game where Hornet gets injured. Yeah, there are games that do that where they use modded versions of the game because the game is so frustrating. Like some RPGs let you just use the save point started a little bit into the game because it's such a hassle. Poor Mercy is over in the corner, trying to spin yarn with a cat on her lap.
Build a bobbin.
Build a bobbin, that sounds even easier. Alright, here we go. Fight one.
Requires a master craft this day.
The Moss Mother. Playing sloppy already. You missed it. Like, how many games here is like right over with so we can move on to the main game. Oh, excellent. She makes the most amazing chai. It is so good. It's ruined me for, like, I like good chai tea, good spicy milk tea, but it really has ruined me for anything anyone else makes. It's like the Starbucks and the Tim Hortons chai, not very good. Ugh. Well, you can't see this on the stream, but I've got a window right here, and it continues to snow out that window.
Hey y'all. Hey. Come on. Hey, look. I'm Baba.
Accosted by a snail.
Memero.
Nesvia?
Goro Kate.
Mangina
It's going to
Fora.
be a problem much later on in the
Toro
game.
Dano.
You'll
That's
probably
fine.
not see that today.
Mimido. Orala.
Okay, we're almost done with the talking. We have our objective to get to that cocoon. And now we can go. Here we go. Got this lovely shot where all the little bugs fly up. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get the run ability. Like 10 minutes out from now? 10, 15? Jump through here so I don't have to walk. This one is slow. This is not a speed run, perfectly clear, but doesn't mean I want it to take forever. Alright, let's just jump here, dodge the enemies. Doesn't really help us any. Ow. This way, right? This way, okay. Let's not confuse myself. I've done this 2 times today. This way. And get our first arena fight. Die. That was real bad. I will say, some of my deaths have been a little bit but I certainly don't claim to be a Silksong expert. I just really like the game. Oh, we're gonna hit that switch actually. Oh yeah. Might even bother to get the beat rosary. It's really a point is there. We're gonna skip the rosary beads. We also skip a lot of these pay to sit benches because they're not gonna do us any good. Move on to the marrow. Stack rocks are about like I'm not gonna waste your time fighting all these guys. We will take the shard guns. Again, not a critical item, just gives me a few extra shards. Nice dry bugs. Yeah, this whole beginning part of the game is a little dull. That's all right. I'm just going to try to be efficient. I'm going to grab these over here. Some amount of, 40 rosary beads is decent. I don't know, I kind of reflexively open up new pathways. Candy later.
Puszonka, Kiecka,
Miofene?
Memido,
She's great.
Karkena, Mieszko,
We really upgraded our map bug.
Puszonka,
Alright, now we can head to our first building. Awesome. decent chunk of money later on. Ow. I forgot how to skip that one. The interesting thing about a Steel Soul run is that you don't spend nearly as much money. There's a lot of things like the benches. One of the things I appreciate about this game is that they made sure Hornet has all of the abilities from her fight back in Hollow Knight. And this is one of them. She jumps like she does in that game. The very distinctive way she falls. Silk Spear. Silk Spear. I didn't realize how fast it retracts. Then we'll go get our sprint ability, which just makes everything better. Talk to this druid briefly.
Hello, Grentavren.
Da, fenestra.
If I do too many more of these rounds, I might just stop.
Shomanel.
Tembiayan.
Simandore.
This item.
Endomek.
Bren. Buenera.
Simandore. Puram. Oh, brata cazzo. Oh, Shomanel. Prendio.
Alrighty. Oh, we can fix that. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, why are you so low? Let's bring it down a little closer. How about that? That should work better. Looks like it should be alright. Thank you. Alright, so... where are we going? We're going down here because there's a grab. Ow. Or that guy. Okay. I'm trying to think ahead here so I don't get completely lost in this next section. Drop here. Ignore that guy. Keep on moving. Okay, we're gonna go in here and get the straight in. Talk to you, this is fine. Grab the straight pin. It's always nice to have a little bit of ranged attack. And I'm gonna fight this guy. Get him low. Thank you. See, 15 whole rosaries. Yeah. So I actually, I died recently in the Hunter's March. It's a little rough. That fight against the big guy where he has a flying guy with him, I was not prepared for that fight, and it got a little tense. I just wasn't keeping track of the two guys very well. Because the big guy is really not that hard to fight. So my furthest attempt was just before the blasted steps. And that was a really dumb way to die on that one, because I died to the bowl thing in the ceiling, to the left of the shaft. I'm not proud of that one. Alright. Dogs, here we go. Because I know... How to get an additional thread upgrade by that point, so that's good. There is something freeing about just walking right by benches, I will say. After spending so much time sort of like reflexively sitting on every single bench I can find. It's like, we're not going up there, I'm just gonna keep on moving. Straight up here. Can you save and quit and that'll put you back somewhere? Interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That does feel like cheating. Nope, not that way, this way. man. Thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. Lord knows this is not an easy run. I'm most concerned about this point about the last judge. He's a real pain. Go! And ow. Oh, right. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I guess I'm not super worried about the solution, really. The high hall fight. I hate the high hall fight. I've had some trouble with Tropio before. It's really not that bad. I just gotta... The thing that kills me, right, is the furthest I've gotten is right before the blasted steps, and then I was doing some gathering, so I didn't actually go into the blasted steps, and I died in a really dumb way. Oh, kind of bad. That run was going really well. It had several good upgrades, and it just got sloppy. That's okay. We're gonna get a good run going here. Great. We're gonna avoid some of the riskiest situations, I think. That's the plan. Yeah, I don't claim to be an expert in this game by any means. I have done the true ending. I'm trying to imagine doing the true ending of Steel Soul, and that just doesn't sound good. There's so many difficult fights. And then Elise herself. Yep. We'll see how this goes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be tempted to try it at some point, but focusing on it is challenging. Oh god, that would be so painful. God, it's such a tough fight, too. If I got that far, what I would be, like, literally just go on my save files and find that out until I had that mastered. There's no way I would try to do that fight flying after not playing it after so many runs. Alright, get excited, it's time to move. God, I feel like the run doesn't even start until I get this ability. Alrighty, let's do this. Speaking of place, next. I'm really impressed by how much the final lace fight you could see in the first lace fight. Did a really good job with that. It really feels like they're fighting another version of the same boss. And we're going. Also trying to limit the number of ways I open up, at least for now. No, I appreciate it. Let me see, where's the volume? No, it is up kind of high. Here, let's turn that down. Boop, 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 boop. No, I appreciate it. That's good to know. That is good information. I don't know, I got my mic turned up all the way. I can boost that a little bit, maybe. Yeah, my audio is just always a nightmare for me, so I just try to keep it sounding decent. Alright, we're gonna drop down here and grab the spindle upgrade. Man, I really missed the double jump. I don't even know that I'm going to try Mount Faye in this run. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling when I get that far. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Hang on. Let's upgrade that. Let's attempt 7. I don't even know what that guy's called. What is that enemy even called? I know. Sometimes it just happens.
Guardian GP, I need to focus.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a hard thing, and you're gonna try to keep
Well.
hard work. So.
You know, sometimes it just happens. All you can do is hop back on the horse and try again. Steel Soul. Oh, Silksong. Great game. Great game.
Now.
But the tricky thing about Silksong is how easy it is to just die instantly.
That sounds frustrating.
Mm-hmm. That's alright. Smelt Shoveler.
Let's see if I can.
I can change that. Thank you. Smelt Shoveler. He's gonna just go over my face now because I deserve that. Just shrink that a little bit. Alright. Here we go. Act 1, Farloom. See, it's a pun because the whole thing's based around silk. Alright, Hornet, let's go. Let's do this. I need you to cooperate.
Friend.
Alright. I keep trying to think what I can do to entertain myself during this opening 20 minutes of the run. Let's try to go no damage. We'll try that, see how that goes. Gimme. I didn't even know there was a skip. I'm not even aware of that skip. I don't find her that difficult, so... How would you skip that? I'll have to think about that one. I'm trying to picture that part of the game. And I'm not quite sure what you do to skip that. So I need to drop down into there. Little Metroid-style bugs. Take that, thank you. Honestly, yeah, I'll have to think about that when I get there. I can't picture that part of the game in my mind right now. There's been a couple places I tried to lure enemies for pogo jumps that did not work. Alright. Here we go. Ow. Saw that one happen before it did. Oh, it's fine.
Friend.
The thing is, playing cautiously doesn't come naturally to me. Which definitely gets me into trouble. There we go. Because yeah, run can just go bad like that.
Karama.
Boop, 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 boop. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna run the ad break now.
Da, fenestra. Sembiayan. Mio fene.
Ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum. I'm actually on Switch. I originally got it on Switch just so I could play it in handheld, but then I haven't played it in handheld at all, so. I don't know, when I have a game I like as much as Silksong, I like to get as much out of it as I can, so. Thought I'd tackle one of these harder challenges. And it's really going to depend how this goes. If I get through this and it takes forever and I hate it, then that's fine. I've enjoyed enough of the game. But if it feels really rewarding, I don't know. I might try to get the rest of them. So I have most of the other achievements, except for like the difficult run ones. I don't actually think it'd be that hard because I think I beat, because I've done the regular speed run, and I got that in like 4 hours. With that in mind, it doesn't. If you know where you're going, I don't feel like it's actually that much harder to get the 100%. I mean, it helps that 100% in this game is not actually 100%. Is it actually in Steel Soul? I have to check that. I don't think that's accurate. No, it's not there. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I'll have to look at that trophy myself. I haven't looked at it in a minute. I don't remember that saying it had to be on Steel Soul. Because that does sound ridiculous. Yeah, if that achievement is actually on Steel Soul, good lord, that sounds rough. Jumping. Bum ba bum 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 bum. All right. Let's talk to Chakra.
Pushanka. Nera Pashma.
Katestre.
Mieszko.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Yes, there's 100% on Steel Soul, which is hard enough, right? Although, honestly, if you're that good at the game that you can do that, it's probably not going to take you longer than 30 hours to get 100%. Bum, bum, bum. This thing. I'm so mad I got the Bell Heart and realized I had missed this, and this is pretty valuable collectible. Because I've definitely done some pretty difficult challenges before. The big one for me was Dead Space. Especially Dead Space 2. Dead Space 2 had an achievement where you had to beat it on hard mode with 3 saves. They only gave you 3 saves the whole game. And that was a rough one. But I did it. The hard part with that one was really figuring out where to strategically place your saves. So I played the beginning of that game, I think 10 times before I got a good save, because I wanted to make sure I got through a big chunk of the early game. When you save too early, you don't have any saves for later. It's a good game. The first 2 Dead Space games are some of my favorite games. They're sort of evolutions of Resident Evil 4, but in space. Silksong. And I have played Resident Evil 4 on the hardest difficulty as well. That's another really strong game. So yeah, when I have a game that I like as much as this, I like to, really tackle those harder challenges. Kind of push the game to its limits. I decided I didn't want to get hit by that guy again. Come here, you. Thank you. Get that mossberry. Talk to the druid. Tell you what, you get real good at the beginning of this game.
Kadastana.
Hello, Grentavrena.
Yada, yada,
Buenera.
yada.
Nera.
Dishes.
Hello, Grentavrena.
See, as much as I'd like,
That's fine.
yeah, I would like to.
Hello,
I'm thinking of trying a speed run because it'll at least be less stressful than this. Because I won't take it super seriously. I'll just kind of see how fast I can go, but at least then I won't have to worry about dying. And this is definitely a game that seems ripe for speed running. That's a good time. That's a really good time. Come here. You. There we go. Yeah. Speedrun like that, a lot of it is, like on a casual speedrun at this game, a lot of your decision making comes down to how much stuff you're willing to cut out. You know, are you going to go for any of the mass shards? You can get mass shards pretty quickly first couple. And that extra health can really make or break a run. But at the same time, you know, that's time. Are you saving time, or are you just giving yourself safety? Like, I'm never going to be world record Silksong runner. I just don't have the time to devote to something like that. Then there's this part. It's like, obviously I'm not speedrunning right now, but boy, you really see all the frustrations a speedrunner would have with this game. Like, there's this part where you gotta stand here and wait for this to happen. What happens when I look over at the chat? Alright, focus, focus. There we go. Living on the edge. Yeah, I mean, I got a full-time job over here, so I have video projects I am not working on because I'm just enjoying playing Silksong too much right now. Still working on my my boss ranking series, so I've got like a half-written script for Hornet from back in Silksong, just for fun. I've been reviewing indie games, so I've got like a couple of those written and record voices and all that kind of stuff. And usually I do that on the weekends, but here I am playing Silksong, because it's a good game. First Sinner, I'm not remembering the first Sinner. Let me think. I like the Clockwork Twins, just for like the thematic impact of that. Like, that's a really strong boss from a storyline standpoint. Trying to think back to the other really strong ones. I thought the Great Growth was really good. Like, Firewater just sucks, but the Great Growth is a good boss. I actually found Great Mother Silk a really disappointing boss, because it's so damn easy. Like, of all the bosses I'm worried about in this run, Great Mother Silk is way down the list. Oh, the dancer. I forget her name. The Hunter's March flamenco dancer boss. She's really good. I thought that boss in particular felt like a dance, which is a strong way to design a boss with that theming. So, good work there. Yeah, I mean, it's not the final boss of the game, so it's fine. So, when I did play Hollow Knight back in the day, and I didn't really, like, look into it or anything, so... Oh, wait, we want this. Oh, I didn't really look into it, so I didn't realize that the Hollow Knight is not the final boss of the game. I never did the true ending of that game. If I ever have time, I'd like to go back and do that, but... So, you know, I've never completely completed that one, but... I wanted to on this one. And the final ending, the true ending of this game is really strong. I like the way they tie it back into Hollow Knight. That was good. Get up there. Alright, we're gonna go top this time. For no particular reason. Get some extra rosaries over here. I was actually really surprised that Mother Silk was not involved in that final boss. Because she's there. I thought for sure there was going to be some horrible final form where you were fighting both of them at the same time. I mean, I'm glad that didn't happen. That sounds like a nightmare, but... Wait, there's rosaries up there. We're gonna grab them. This is the run. We need rosaries. We can buy shit. Yeah, got those 22 rosaries. That's gonna make all the difference. That's the Hunter's March. We're not going in there right now. So I have a problem. This is not a Silksong problem. This is just a me and video games problem. Where I always forget about my extra items, like my tools. I'm bad at using my tools. I get really focused on just like dodging and hitting, which is the core of the game. So, you know, it's not crazy, but there's plenty of cases where it's a good idea to use my tools. So we're gonna grab that and make use of it. As soon as I dropped there, I knew I'd screwed up. I know exactly where that platform is if I just think about it. And I'm gonna hit this button just because. That's what we call optimism right there. This is an optimistic button press because I'm gonna need that platform later. And I'm gonna need it. Good lord. Let's do this. Alright, we're on the edge here. And we're good. Okay. Come here, you. Oh boy. We're fine. Everything's fine. You there. I'll kill you on principle. Okay, deep docks. Skip that guy. And up we go. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do with the DLCs, and I do appreciate how connected and true to the lore they keep everything. They're really consistent about that in these games. Everything ties together really well. So yeah, you're right. Lore-wise, it doesn't make sense to fight Mother Silk there. Ah. Let's just top off there. I mean, I never played the Hollow Knight DLC either. Was it good? I don't really know anything about it, come to think of it. No, we're not getting those groceries. It's fine. See, I don't even know what Grim is. I was a super casual player of Hollow Knight. Played it, enjoyed it, and then never really went back to it. Hey, boys. Ow. Ah, nice try. Yeah, I mean, I would love to go back and like play Hollow Knight again, really finish it, but the problem is I just got so many games I want to play. Ah. Could actually use those abilities, you know? That's what it's all about. Alright, dropping down here. It's a little easier here. Get that heal up. Can I get that first? Obviously, if this was a speed run, I wouldn't be hitting all these things, but the theory is I'm going to pick up items that will make my life easier. Yeah, exactly. Not a speed run. Okay, by my count, that's about 18. Oh, that's not right. I should probably have a timer on here anyway.
Are we going for speed?
No, but Wait, we're running. Let's go. Just for general interest, you know? Why not? Come on. Come on. Please. That. Here we go. We're moving. Gotta get through this part so I can really show off in the lace fight. I know what I'm doing there. So the real problem with that last run is I got a little sloppy. These things are so annoying though. Alright, you. Come here. That's right. Had to take that guy out. Please. Get our stable. You right over there? That's it. You haven't done it in a while, right? Yeah, you spend so much time learning the early game that then you get to the late game and you're like, oh, right, what am I doing here? Like, when I haven't fought the last judge in a week. Like, that guy I think I'll probably be okay on, because I struggled with him enough. It's alright. We're good. That's a problem in the speed runs too, right? You know, if you spend so much time running the first however many minutes of the game, and then you have to make sure you practice the later parts too. Ah! Take that. Alrighty. Get our upgrade over here from the Forge Daughter.
Hironare.
What's up, Forge Daughter?
Benifrey.
Sammene.
Yanara.
Rama.
Yeah, I definitely could do that. What are we doing? I got a map. That checks out, right? We can do both. Just use all of our money.
Oh.
Fair exchange made pointy bug. We don't have a memory locket yet. No. Okay. But when we get the memory locket... Yeah, I mean, the way it works out for my stream at least, it's easier for me to just plug in the Switch the way I have it set up right now. It's a little more of a hassle to get the games running on PC streaming. Alright, Lace. Let me not embarrass myself here. Ah! Let me know how you caught me there. Ow. Into the lava you go. Yeah, after Lost Place, this fight is just... Although the second Lace fight is still challenging. I think that's actually going to be a bit of a roadblock. Not screwing that up. Oh, does she take extra damage from the needle, from the lava? I didn't even realize that. I thought I was just losing a chance to attack her. But that makes sense. Alright. Up next, we're going to get our improved cape. And... Fire! And fight the fourth force. Alright. Next try. Where are you? Alright, let's not waste our time on these guys. And we're gonna go this way. That's really cool. I was not aware of that. That makes me feel much better about that whole situation. Come here. These guys have so much health. Alright, get some extra rosaries in here. Nope, not that way. So the first several runs I did not go this way, and I realized just how much more convenient this is. Ow. Here. Yeah, so I realized you can just come up through here and unlock that trap door before you even get the float wing thingamabob. Yeah, definitely going to be getting the warding bell. Really handy to have. Go. There are definitely things about this run that I don't have fully memorized yet. Because I know there's a memory lock that I usually get that I didn't get this time. Take that, thank you. But I really feel like this is the kind of game that deserves some extra playthroughs, because you pick up so much when you play through it again. Like, I realized as I was doing these runs that one of Lace's, I don't know what her weapon's called, one of Lace's weapons is right there inside the fourth chorus. I thought that was an interesting detail. Gives you the impression Lace is messing with you the entire game, which I think is pretty much true. I can't imagine it would be.
Imagina fora.
Because you need to go back to that left, which means you need to find a way to get across that lava, I would think. Alright, this part of the run is definitely downtime. So we gotta go get the spines. Without watching a single speedrun of this game, I know with complete certainty that speedrunners are not a fan of this particular area. Because it's just kind of tedious. Come here. Give me that. Alright, spines. This is one of those things that's like an interesting extra little thing you gotta do on your first playthrough that is not fun to do again. Give me that. Take that. Ow. Alright, get those guys out of the way. Yeah, I bet it would be. That seems like it'd be very tight. Damn, yeah, that always happens. That's alright. I know that I probably gather more rosary beads than are strictly speaking necessary. Feels like a safety strategy to me, though. Get a few extra items, make things a little safer on myself, or at least try to. I don't know, maybe it's a waste of time, I would say. Oh my gosh, they're all falling in the wrong places. Damn, I usually have the spines by now. It's okay, we can some on the way out. Yeah. So, although I haven't watched any of these speedruns, I've been a fan of the community for a long time. So I have a pretty good read on the sorts of things they cannot stand. Yeah, anything RNG, any of the stupid, tedious things you have to do that are just... like, they're a fun part of the game when you're playing it the first time, and then you don't want to do it a million times after.
Huh?
Alright, give me my cloak.
Madon.
So you're trying to ply your yarn together in 3-ply?
Sheep running. I've never done it before. Well, yeah, I've never done it before.
My partner is sitting right over there making yarn, and it looks incredibly tricky. I love the little cutscenes they made. I don't remember those from Silksong, but they... or from Hollow Knight, but they add a lot to this game. Alright, Drifter's Cloak.
Nesvir.
It's so funny every time you see Hornet without the cloak on. She's so tiny.
Harida, sia.
Haspin.
Keskomel.
Oh, what did they go through the mist for? To get that, to get the song?
Elobe.
Would that be faster than going through Trobio? I confess I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of this game. To get to that lower level of the coral chambers, right? That would be my expectation, because I think you have 2 ways to get to whichever that song's called. Either the through Trobio or through the mist up to the exhaust organ. So you can't. Can you get into? Wait, can you get into the citadel the back way, like the first time? I'm trying to think how you. Because you can't get up through bile water that part of the game, can you? Like, I mean, I never tried, so. Really? So you don't have to go through the front door. Interesting. It's probably my mom.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're doing all right. He's doing a video. Stream.
Alright, 4th chorus, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I guess I know the route. It never occurred to me to try to go there the first time. Again, it's annoying. It breaks all the platforms there. Yeah, I'll have to check out one of the speedruns for sure. So now I'm curious. I'm trying to think why that'd be faster. You get that first song quicker, I guess. At least the music. Yeah, it's true, speedrunners. Oh, the Phantom is a pain, though. Ah, take that. Alright. I actually like this boss too, because I thought this method of defeating him is so creative. It's a good use of the item you just get. Okay, great. And you don't notice it the first time you play, but the silk is everywhere. Yeah, looking at this. So you'd have to get all the way from there to here, right? That seems tricky. All right. Up to Greymore we go. I felt so proud of myself when I figured this out. You just go straight up here. Ha Good whip higher. Yeah, I bet there are. I'm sure they did a lot of creative things. I know back in Metroid Prime, I learned a lot of the skips there for that original Metroid Prime that don't work on any of the later versions of the game, which is still kind of a sore spot for me. It is so satisfying in that game to just grab the double jump right at the beginning of the game. Yeah, but it's like not an easy thing to get, right? So if you figure out a way to do it, who cares? Most people aren't going to figure it out.
Knowing what I know about what you talked about with Metroid and how those games are intended to work.
Yeah, so I have gotten into the habit of leaving the crawl fight until later. I haven't figured another way to get to that bell station. Yes, I love a good speed run. I haven't really been following them lately. I figured you could, see, the thing is, I figured you could, I just couldn't figure out how. Since we're here. Yeah, see, I figured. Because you gotta get up onto that higher platform. My strategy is basically get the pin upgrade and then do the crawl fight, which makes it much easier. Hi, guys. Ow. Jerk. Alright. I figured. Pogo the Craws. The solution to most things is pogoing something. I think there's a skip early in Hollow Knight that just involves pogoing off stuff to get to Hornet faster.
That's fine.
I know I don't need this, but here we are anyway. Alright, so strategy is we're going to go straight left, get the memory locket beneath the bellway, and then I personally prefer the Reaper crest for the Warwing fight. So I usually run that through the Bellwood. Alright. Ow. Alright. Moving on. Wait, we're going here. Here we go. Alright, we are gonna get... No, we're not gonna get this one. See, I get really annoyed when devs try to block speedrun tactics like this. Like, why do they care? If someone has figured that out, it doesn't matter. They're still enjoying the game. Personally, I think it's a compliment that people enjoy your game enough to break it. But then again, I don't make video games. I know on some of the speedrun marathons, they've had devs on that just like gobsmacked by what people are pulling off in their game. But see, I personally feel like I would be, it would be a compliment if someone enjoyed my game that much. They're like, oh, I'm gonna figure out how to do all kinds of cool stuff in it.
Kind of artist, but as a
Yes, I agree they don't want to make it too easy to pick the game. Like, if it's something that the casual player is going to find and, like, completely ruin the game for them, then, yeah, change that. But don't ruin it for people who want to, like, break the game. But my partner over here was asking whether video games are art, and he's not aware of what she just stepped into. It's a long-standing debate going all the way back to Roger Ebert, famous film critic, whether video games could be art, which is a ridiculous statement. Of course. Oh yeah, I don't think there's any like logical argument that video games aren't art. But the problem is, like, they're looking at games like Call of Duty, you know, these big mainstream games. Like, these people are not, people who say that are not even aware of games like this. Because I don't think you can play through a game like Silksong and not see the artistic expression at work. I don't know if you saw me just try to wall jump off of that wall, by the way. That's one of the problems when you're, like, jumping from the mid-game to the early game. You forget which abilities you have and you don't have. Yeah, no, I agree, but video games have always had this problem where people look at them as, like, the average person, I should say, looks at them like it's a toy for children. And there are games like that. You know, Nintendo makes a lot of games like that. I don't think that makes them any less art, by the way, but, like, Nintendo is a toy company at heart. They make, you know, interactive toys. I agree. But my point is, people look at video games as if they're all just, like, frivolous toys for children. And I obviously don't agree with that. But that is, like, still in a lot of ways a prevalent idea. Which is why they get so upset when there's games like Grand Theft Auto, which have violence in them. Like, no one gets upset when there's a super violent movie, but suddenly when it's a video game, it's a big deal. Alright, now we're going to remember to go back and re-equip our items. That way we have a different crest. Because I feel real dumb walking into that fight without the warding bell. Oh, hi. Don't really need to fight you right now, do I? Not that way, this way. Muckrakers. Alright, let's get saved up. And then go fight the Morwing. That. I'm actually gonna do this. Agreed. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do in a video game that you can't do in a movie. And a game that can really take advantage of that can trigger emotions you wouldn't be able to trigger in a movie. You know, I've had plenty of movies that have moved me in ways, but like The Last of Us, for example, that's a game where you're tasked with protecting, a person across this long journey, and you really feel that. They do a lot of things in that game to make sure you feel that. All right, I'm gonna focus and not die to the Morwing. Here we go. Hey, buddy. Play a little careful. Mostly I like the Reaper for this fight because I always miss him when he goes under me if I don't have it. I almost feel like they designed it that way. Oh, another great game for an argument as games as art is Journey. That game is really cool. It's got a lot to say about war and how people work together. I don't know. Aha! Took me a while to figure out you want to be under him for that. For me, the challenge is just not getting too greedy. You gotta wait for your openings. Alright, you're almost done. There we go. See, I struggle with Metal Gear Solid 2. I have a lot of issues with Metal Gear Solid 2. That's one I could talk about for a while. And it's clearly an unfinished game to start. There's a lot of stuff that they just weren't able to implement that Kojima wanted to implement. For me, it's all about 3. I think 3 is by far the best game in that series. It's the one that feels the most complete. It's not tied down as much by the heavy lore of the series. And look at that, here we are in Belhart. Alright. This next bit I am not terribly worried about. I feel like I don't know the quick way through here. Ow! Stop it. Still haven't been this far in a while. Alright, guys, alright. Yeah, let's... So, the question is, where do you start that skip? I'm trying to picture that part of the game. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Gotta be higher. This way. Here we go. Part's a little maze-like. Oh, over here. Come on. I appreciate it. There we go. That looks more right. Save here. I found these guys to be weirdly problematic. It's when they do their spinny jump thing that can catch me off guard. Of course, he's not going to do anything, so that's fine. Here he goes. I saw him coming, though. Well, I saw him coming the first time. Oh my gosh, he's got a corner. Good lord. Alright. It's okay. There's a bench right after this anyway. Dang. Whew. That's the thing about this game that makes it so hard to complete a steel. We're just gonna be careful. Famous last words. Oh, okay. Didn't really expect that to work. Alright. Feel better now. Alright. So, there's Chakra. Hi, Chakra. Up and up we go. I really enjoy the platforming in this game. It's just so good. Alright, we're gonna get this masterpiece. Up in top right room, heard. Grab this first. Of course. Ta-da! So, not in a iron, not in a steel soul run. I have definitely screwed up in this room a time or two. These things are so annoying. Just gonna be cautious, and everything will be fine. Ah, okay, that was tight. Yeah. Perfect. Feel good about that. Right, up to the right. Here we go. So this room, right? Up to the right. Oh, I see. You need to get up there, right? I assume you need to be up there? Well, how do I get his attention? Is he gonna come down on his own? I don't even think he knows I'm here. Grandma? See, the problem is I'm not sure how I get that guy to pay attention to me. R3. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know this was in the game. That's funny. I had no idea. Ow. Come on. Get up here. Come on. You know what? I might just do Splinter next time. It happens. It's alright. I'll live.
Did you die?
Yes.
You kind of don't live.
Thank you, Mercy.
Sorry.
It's a really helpful comment.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate you.
That was not a very helpful comment.
No, it wasn't. Alright, here we go. It's alright. It's alright. We're learning things. Alright, so you...
It sounded like you found a new part of the game.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
I gotta update this. Hang on. 8 to... I don't know what that name is called either. I'm just gonna type flower. Last death was to a flower. Just gotta own it. No, it's okay. Don't feel guilty about that. That's definitely a little tricky without much health because that pollen spray does so much damage. It's insane. Appreciate the follow, by the way. I need to update that. That's old.
Bren!
Yeah, my streaming schedule is a little inconsistent right now. Kind of stream when I want, what I want. Because I've been focusing more on longer videos. Trying to do more edited content. Long form analysis, that kind of thing. Here we are back in Silksong. Back in the moss home. But that's the thing about this game. This is what I was saying earlier. This is a really hard game to do deathless because there's so much in this game that can kill you so quickly. It does not take much. Any given enemy in this game can kill you pretty quickly if you're not careful, because of the way the game is designed to give you access to healing whenever you want it. I mean, basically whenever you want it, right? Most games don't give you the ability to heal yourself at will. And that means combat in this game has to be designed so that the enemies are kind of relentless, because the risk comes from still being in danger. They have to make sure that you have dangerous situations that are aggressive, because the challenge becomes getting out of that safely long enough to heal yourself. It's like a central part of the game. Oh, good lord. Hornet, get up. Let's go. We got a fight to do. Alright. Boss mother. Boss one. Come on, focus. There we go. Perfect Moss Mother fight. We're on the road now. All right. Here we go.
Here we go, I found it again.
Karama!
Gurma. It's gonna have to be the last run for now, because I actually have a D&D session coming up in a little bit.
Memero.
Guru kate
Nesvie?
Torotano
Hironare.
Frataka.
Katestre.
Memero.
But we should have enough time to. I want to get through Widow at least. This is the run, of course. This is the run where we got the perfect Moss Mother fight.
Not perfect, but it's done.
Good job. Look, I don't know how to make yarn, so you're impressing me. Alright, we're gonna jump through here. Sick, seed, speed, strats. Alrighty. Up here we go. Up and up and up. And down. It's not to get by this guy. You get hit by this guy. Oh well. This is the run. Just a bad position to be in right there. It's like defensive driving, you know, you don't want to put yourself in bad positions.
Friend.
Gonna hit that switch because I'm gonna need it later. I promise. Okay. Jump, jump, jump. Into the marrow. Yeah, the more attempts I do, oh, we want to go this way. The more attempts I do, the more I find myself eager to look for shortcuts. Refine this early game so I don't spend as much time in it. So let's get that shard in it. There we go. Tool acquired. It's alright. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Gonna go get that silk spear. Oops. It's here. We're just gonna not bother about that because I doubt I'm gonna use it.
Friend.
Chakra.
Shanka. Nera Pashma.
Paspin.
Kietska. Nieskares. Yes. Goro Yoshke.
So I'm thinking about the information you just gave me. You have to come up, but you come up the bottom because you need the silk spear. You have to go through the bell beast, right? There's not a way around the bell beast, is there? Yeah, I mean, I probably should look at some of those speed runs and see what they're doing. So there's the bridge after the bell station that you can't get through. Okay, yeah, so you have to come up underneath where that door is. Yeah, I didn't think you could skip Silk Spear. They seem to have designed pretty heavily around forcing you through here. Ah! Look at those 6 skills. I also have a hard time remembering to use the silk skills. a while there I was trying to use cross stitch, which is a really fun ability, but it's still hard to use well. Yeah, the problem with skipping Silksong is that you also have to skip the Bell Beast then, which isn't a problem in a speed run. Yeah, would. That would be a problem. Oh boy, gotta love a good soft lock. The druid. Give me that. But yeah, that's really the only thing you need Silk Spear for. They don't ever actually expect you to use it again.
Da, fenestra.
And in a speed run, you're not backtracking, so I suppose it's fine.
Mi offende?
Let's see, if they go in the back way to get to the citadel, fan zone. What was the problem there? Why was I struggling with that? I guess you just need wall jump, right? Yeah, you definitely need wall jump. How you doing? Okay. Okay, Druid's Eye. Oh. I pressed my run button. Doesn't do anything. Okay, let's go fight the Bell Beast. Put up. Boom, 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 boom. Interesting. I'm surprised that was... Well, is it faster? That's the real question. A lot of times there's skips you can theoretically do that aren't necessarily faster. Or like challenge runs. Because like, it's not exactly fast to get this. Like this fight is kind of slow. Obviously it's more time just walking. I guess what you really want is to get to the run ability as soon as you can, because that obviously makes you faster. Ah. I figured. I couldn't imagine it actually being faster. But it's a fun challenge. Especially you said you had to buy a key, and those aren't cheap. Alright, Silk Soul. How's our snow going? Yep, still snowing out there. I really appreciate these platforms here in the early game because they tie in to the final belt to Thunder Silk. I like that little detail. Yeah, I wonder. I was wondering earlier how low you could go in a low percentage, how many items you could skip. Like, there's someone out there trying to figure out how to get by every ability. Just for fun. For funsies. That's pretty low. Because obviously, there's a bunch of stuff that you just obviously can skip. Any mask shards, any tools, any of those upgrades. Sure, that makes sense. So when you get down to that nitty-gritty... Oh yeah, if you go in the back, you don't even need to hit all these bells, do you? It wasn't a Steel Soul run, but I did have a run last week where I got up there. Right, exactly. I did have a run last week where I got up to the Citadel without hitting the crawl bell in Greymore. I was like, oh, you need to hit these. On we go. Give me your rosaries. Sorry, what? I don't understand the question. I'm just gonna go through this half metal. Come here, you. Give me my metal. Oh no, I went in the front entrance. I just couldn't get in. You get up there and it gives you a quest. It actually gives you a quest to go ring all the bells, which I thought was funny. I had no idea that was possible because I hadn't really messed around with the game much before that. I'm just playing it straight. Yoink. Got that straight pin. Alright, we got a tool. We gotta remember that we have a tool. To equip the tool. I don't know why I'm hitting this button, mostly out of habit. It's very tricky to keep the entire map in your head and really understand how everything connects together. Oh, hi. Which is the kind of thing you have to do if you want to speedrun the game seriously. That's what I get for just jumping willy-nilly without thinking about it. Aha, lure me down here. Caramba. Okay, okay. The deep docks. Oh, definitely. You can tell. I really appreciate the way they use language in this game. Just sort of the vocalizations the characters have. It adds so much to the game. I mean, obviously it's had a lot of impact on people because some of Hornet's specific vocalizations have popped up all over the place. Playing that bell. Ah. I always jump there and think I'm dead and then remember where I landed. Good night. It really does. Now, I will say, from a speedrun perspective, there is something to the fact that games with more simple movements are a little easier to speedrun. They can be kind of annoying because they're slower, but it is so much easier to optimize a game where you don't have a dash than a game where you have a dash and you gotta dash everywhere. It's like the speedrun problem. As soon as you introduce a new tech, everyone has to use that tech or you're automatically at disadvantage. Nice try, dude. Not gross. Ah, too fast for you. That's the thing about this game. Everything in this game has character. You know, that's what took the game. I assume that's what took so much time to make this game. Everything in it feels handcrafted. Nothing is generic.
Ren.
Ren. Alright, and down we go. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely faster. You need to pogo off every enemy you can, I imagine, because that gets speed. There have been a few games, I'm trying to remember what they were off the top of my head. There have been a few games that I've tried to speedrun in the past, and good lord, it's... Once you introduce a mechanic like that, everyone's just stuck using it. I think that really became a problem with Ocarina of Time, for example. They found so many ways to break that game, so much speed tech that to actually compete in that game, you have to do so much. The Mario 64, another good example. You actually want to compete at the top level of Mario 64, you have to do some really ridiculous stuff. But yeah, definitely gonna have to check out the speedruns. I do love a good speedrun. Drop down here. I do want that spindle. Oh, I missed. Ah, shouldn't have come for me. 50 minutes is really fast. Yeah, I will definitely check that out this week. I'm not trying to go too fast. Okay, pretty happy about that one. Alright, let's take this slow. Tried to go fast, it didn't work. Up and up and up and... There we go. Now we just have to not die on the way out here. Good is fine. We're not going to mess that up again. Interestingly, these fire slug things come back, but the like the flying dudes do not. All right, this fight, easy fight. I like the work bell. That's a nice touch. Ah, rolled right into it. Tragic errors. This guy is actually surprisingly good at shielding. Wish I'd get the fly guys out of the way first. They're a little hard to zone out. Oh my gosh. Jerk. Oh, he even blocks that. Curses. Gotta use my tools more. I get all these beast shards, I don't do anything with them, so I might as well use them. Yellow.
Fabio.
Fadastana.
Sammene.
Yanara.
Fabio.
Mejina Fora.
Mario.
Come on. You get the crafting kit. Strong tools.
Sammene.
Alright. Let's go kick Lace into the lava again. Or at least try. Yellow. Oh, and she's got some of those little fly things.
That's fine.
Interesting foreshadowing. So, didn't quite catch that. Didn't quite read her tail properly there. Ah, she got me. Trying to get her in the lava there specifically. That's alright. Aha! Take that. That's clever. I appreciate that. Automod. Yeah, they really think through so many details in this game, and I really appreciate it. It's what makes the game so special. Like, you can look at any one of these screens and see so many thoughtful things they put in there. The ore over here. Okay. Now we can go get the warding bell. I think the warding bell's our next target, really. Farfields. I'm just gonna not bother with some of these guys. Let's not get hit by stupid things. That's the name of the game. Oh, good to know. Never even thought to do that. So simple. Oh my gosh. good tip. Oh my gosh, he went so far. That's alright. We're fine. Everything's fine. Aha, outran him there. Alright, a few extra bells. Get through here, skip that guy. Here. Oh, man. Bye-bye. And up. Hey now. Don't mind me, just passing through. I love Hornet's Run, by the way. It is so satisfying. It changes the pace of the whole game so much. Especially when you tie it together with the dash. Great stuff. Alright, let's go down here and get the warning bell. Thought about getting that craft metal over there to the left, but I don't think I'm going to end up using it, so probably not worth it. Alright, drift cloak. Yeah. Yeah, the game's definitely not designed for that. But, you know, it really changes the pace of the game. Everything in Hollow Knight is a little slower, a little more deliberate. But the way Hornet can dash around the screen, even in fights, you can just dodge out of the way of everything. It's so cool. Like, there's that tool you can get later in the game that allows you to, like, scuttle backwards. I don't even understand what the point of it is. She's already so agile, you can just dodge out of the way at any given moment. Dashing live. Come on. Ah, can get 3 sets of spines out of him. Give me that. Spine core. Spines, thank you. Spines. Yeah, I agree. I think it makes sense thematically. And there's a lot of things in this game that do just to make sense thematically. I mean, I guess Hornet could probably use a couple more eyes. I don't really understand the logic there. I guess we never see her without her mask. Maybe she has more eyes, we just never see it. Ah, no. Lies. Ah, got one at least. Ah. Well, you know, if you're just walking into enemies, what's the point? Alright, alright. This guy's gonna get all of her spines right here. Of course, when they fall right into spikes. gosh, they're all falling in the wrong... Ah! Oh, so many wasted spines. Tragedy. Alright, give me some spines. Okay, still don't have enough, huh? There it is. I never count. Just wait for it to go yellow. Lovely. Yeah, no, I was feeling the bad RNG there.
Memino lelos.
Cat just crawled into my lap. I definitely understand
Paria.
the speedrunner mentality. I don't have time for it. Take the cloak. Hi, yes I do. He just sat down. He's gonna be disappointed because he's not gonna get as much petting as he wants.
Buenera.
Kescomel.
Ah, this part.
Lelos.
Oh, good.
Benny Frank.
You got the other cat.
Kescomel.
Nesvir.
Sentaso.
Definitely gonna have to work out a lunch here soon. Yeah, we have two cats. We have balance and entropy. We had balance first, and so we got another cat. We knew it was going to cause, you know, some complications. So, felt like an appropriate name. And entropy is all black. She's a sweet little kitty cat. Alright, got that mask shard. Nope. Oh, there we go. Alright, fourth chorus. Same as the first. Yo. I blame Lace for this fight. Ah, nice try. Gotta love a good orange cat. They're crazy. Keep up the pressure. Not much left in him. There we go. Missed. That's all right. All right, there we go. Fourth chorus defeated. Yeah, 25, not crazy. Okay, up to Greymore. Skip all that. Oh, interesting. It's a cute name. part is so satisfying. Just go up. Alright, you got me. Actually... There he is.
Friend.
Need to get an entry emote too. It's a cat for you. They're either the most precious thing ever or driving you crazy. Thank you. Bone scroll. Boop. That's our favorite. Oh, you know what we need? I need a, you only need one emoji. I'm always saying, you got 1 HP, it's all you need. Why do you need more than 1 HP? That's just, you know, that's just greedy. Just don't get hit. Come on. Yep. That's probably it. You move too much. It's obviously your fault. Greymore, Greymore, Greymore. Remembering what I'm doing in Greymore. Focus. Check something over here. Alright. This has no benefit to me. I just feel better when I have it. I don't know why.
Hironare.
They're just precious little babies. Okay, we got a fight in here. This is such an easy fight, too. It's so simple. Usually there's like 4 phases and it takes forever. But this fight, nah. Just fight these 3 enemies. It's an introductory fight, right? Where are you going? Come here. We are from the US, yes. Not exactly proud of that fact lately, but yes, we are American. Okay, let's get that memory locket. I get that now, so I can get it later. Like a fool. Evil hamster. Moments away from tragedy there. Get out of here. Up and up and up. Yeah, it's like where we live, it's safe and most of the worst stuff isn't happening, but it's real fucking scary, I gotta say. Very concerning. And I know I've personally reached out to my representatives and tried to express concern, and we've been to protests and all that stuff, and man, it's just like no one's paying attention to how bad things are. Or not enough people, I should say. I think more and more people are becoming aware, but it's not ideal. Alright, Reaper Crest is a go. Here we go. Not like that, we don't. Perfect. Exactly the way I wanted to do it. Alright, guy, where are you? Come in here. Zero health. Although you only need one, right? That's the rules. You only need one. You. Ow. Yeah, that was a good throw. Gotta give it to him. That was a good throw. Oh yeah, I think they're definitely going to try that. I think they're going to have a hard time making that happen. Like, we've got some issues, but that would be a very extreme measure that would get a lot of attention. And honestly, people are just getting angrier and angrier and angrier. There's a lot of protests. There's a lot of people who are not happy about what's going on. So I choose to believe the tides are going to turn. They think they can just push us around, lie to us, and get away with everything, but I don't think that's actually true. Okay, Reaper Crest. Off we go. Okay, we're gonna get the crest properly equipped, and then we're gonna go fight the Morway. Ow. He dodged so well. Just never go into a fight half equipped, right? Not that way. I always want to go that way. I always kind of assume you can just run straight across some of these areas. Alright, so warding bell, that guy. Good to go. Let's get moving. Let's fight this Moorwing. Let's make him look foolish. Running. Alright. Here we go, let's do this. The Moorway. Focus, don't do anything stupid, don't be It's interesting when you start to play these bosses over and over, you really start to see how simple some of their patterns are.
Friend.
One hit heal in there didn't really do a lot for me. That fight was going so well. Okay. Okay. Well, I think it's going to have to be it for the stream today. I'll be doing some more of this, so, you know. Thanks for hanging out, by the way. I appreciate it. It always makes it a little more fun. I'm sure I'll give it another try here in the future. But for now, I have to go get lunch, so, yeah. Take care.